Good morning. It's Monday morning here in Cypress, Texas. It's it's some weird holiday today. I don't even know what it is. Something teenth holiday. So there's no mail. There's no banks are open. I don't think any banks are open. Um, but we'll find out. I don't even know the name. Umpteenth or whatever um, holiday today. But so I get up this morning and I read my scriptures, and it was one of them days where I got nothing. Nothing popped out at me. Um, but yesterday at church, something really awesome popped out at me. So the apostles going through Revelations, and it's like, oh my gosh, so much of the stuff that you think you understand just out the window. All right, and here's the thing. Oh, the so there's certain understandings that you got to have. It could be taking the meanings of the true meanings of the words, right? Or the like dimensional meanings, like time dimension, right? Like instead of in the past back then, or right now, or in the future. Sometimes that makes a huge difference, right? But what Apostle got me to understand yesterday. Oh, so I've seen in depth and analyzation of Revelations before, trying to guess like who's the Antichrist, right? Or it's like Russia and China are gonna get together and they're gonna take on us, right? And and so that kind of looks like that's happening right now, right? But so here's what it is. Oh, this is amazing. When you read Revelations and you don't have this understanding of what it really means, like what Apostle put out yesterday, then you're thinking we're coming to the end, and it's going to be a lot of death and destruction, right? Um, and your mind gets prepared for that. Okay, what it's really meaning. This is amazing. See, I after reading the whole Bible like 16 times, right? So the first time I read in Revelations, I'm like, whew, I'm glad that's over. And then the next time, Jehovah's Witness came to my house, and they're talking about stuff. I'm like, I gotta get tighter on this. So I read the prophets, and then I read Revelations again. I'm like, oh, John is just regurgitating what was already said in the prophets, 1,000 years before, right? And 600 to 1,000 years before. And I'm like, okay, so it's not all that you know, it's not like he was doing an acid trip or something, right? And got all these psychedelic images and everything. And so, but then on top of that, what Apostle put out yesterday, this is just amazing. And just totally makes his point on having the real understanding of what's in the Bible. Really catching the meanings of what it's saying. Right? And what we have to do, and so we have to get people's minds to understand the word, truly understand the words of the Bible. And then it's like, okay, that's where heaven on this earth happens, is when everybody understands it, right? But when you don't understand it, it leads to destruction. It's amazing. So we got to get out there and get as many people to understand this as possible. It's amazing. It's incredible, right? Oh, this is leadership here, man. This is amazing. It's I can relate it to so many things, like, like the difference on how to run the obstacle course, right? Well, when you understand how to do it, you just throw yourself over the obstacles. When you don't, you try to, you're trying to manipulate. Every obstacle, you got to engage your conscious mind and try to figure it out as you go, and it takes longer, right? But if you know it, you just get out and execute. All right. Oh my gosh. It goes for shooting. It goes for, my goodness. What are their examples? Boxing for sure. Oh my goodness. Even hitting heavy bag. It's like the craziest thing. Like teaching women how to shoot or how to box is way easier than teaching a man. You teach a woman, if you tell her exactly what to do, the right thing to do, she will do it exactly the way you tell her, right? Where you can do the same thing with a guy, and he's gonna add his own little 2 cents to it and jack it all up. I swear, every time. I don't know if it works the opposite, like, cooking and sewing. If women do that, or if they're the same way with that. But I know when it comes to boxing and shooting, it's a lot easier to teach a woman than it is a man. And that's something. It's amazing. So this revelation dominated my mind this morning. That just changes everything, right? When you have these misunderstanding, because when you don't understand what Revelation is all about, it's like we're doomed, right? We're doomed. I mean, and you're seeing it all around us. It's like somebody's following that playbook, and we're just doomed to devastation and destruction. But when you understand this, it changes everything. It changes everything because we save ourselves from the devastation and destruction when people really understand the secret meanings of the mystery of Scripture. When we understand the mystery of Scripture, it changes everything. It means heaven's here, right? And all it takes for us to create that heaven that's here is for us to understand the mystery of Scripture. Isn't that something? That's it. All right. Have a great Monday.